And the bronze medal goes to Dan Evans, Snopes, for fact-checking the Babylon Bee. Did Ocasio-Cortez repeatedly guess free on the TV show The Price is Right? Now, obviously, it's a joke that AOC went on a game show, but Snopes took great efforts to find the photos Babylon Bee used to doctor the image. But that only makes the joke funnier. Dan Evans must think AOC fans and his own readers are so stupid that they believed AOC was on The Price is Right, and he needed to set the record straight. Now, his fact check doesn't defend AOC's honor. It just gives the joke more exposure. Now, the Babylon Bee cashed in by printing a retraction, just adding to the joke, then rerunning the story. Dan Evans no longer works at Snopes. Moving along. Now, the silver medal goes to Jason Murdoch, Newsweek. And the fact check is Bill Gates trying to block the sun. In a chapter from Bill's book in 2021, Gates wrote that the world needs geoengineering technology to be able to artificially cool a planet. It's like an insurance policy in case global warming gets too dangerous. But Gates' idea brings to mind Mr. Burns on The Simpsons.
Take one last look at the sun, Springfield.
Jason Murdoch sums up Gates' plan. Harvard scientist, stratospheric controlled perturbation experiment, solar engineering using technologies to fight climate change by reflecting sunlight back into space. Piles more facts, like Nature magazine explaining the plan is to spray particles into the stratosphere that may cool a planet by reflecting some of the sun's rays. Then Bill's financial involvement over the years. Then all the science details. High altitude balloon, lifting calcium carbonate 20 kilometers into the atmosphere. Air mass, 1 kilometer long, 100 meters diameter. Atmospheric chemistry, aerosols, stratospheric chemistry, what's happening to the ozone. Swedish Space Corporation gets involved. Oh, this is pretty good. So after 5 pages of details, the verdict is obviously false.
What?
Bill Gates has provided funding into geoengineering research, but there is no suggestion he is in favor of blocking all sunlight from reaching Earth. Not all sunlight. Oh, what a relief. Now let's toast the gold medal winner, Mark Hay, Daily Beast, for debunking the Great Reset conspiracy theory. In July 2020, Klaus Schwab of the World Economic Forum published the Great Reset. Oh, sorry, wrong photo. I get these guys mixed up. 8 months later, Mark Hay writes that the Great Reset is a conspiracy theory started by people from one conspiratorial echo chamber to the next about elites opportunistically using the pandemic to serve their interests.
This pandemic has provided an opportunity for a reset.
The Great Reset isn't a secret when a G8 leader says it on national TV. So I'm going to award a crock every time Mark writes conspiracy. So we're now on page 2, and Mark Hayes still claims the Great Reset is an invention of the far right rather than a book written by Klaus Schwab. On the third screen, conspiratorial social media circles push the conspiratorial Illuminati in conspiracy theories about insects. Still no sign of Klaus Schwab. Now Hay gets hateful, trying to smear Schwab critics as anti-Semitic, using the illogical guilt by association tactic. He makes 3 conspiracy theory accusations that have nothing to do with the Great Reset. Add 3 crocs. The next page is funny when Mark Hay finally mentions the World Economic Forum and how the Great Reset theorists are obsessed with the WEF, still missing that the Great Reset book was written by the CEO of the WEF. And the WEF has also in recent months put out a few articles about insect agriculture. What gaslighting! WEF has pumped them out for years. I found these articles from 2018 in a 5-second search, and I'm a computer dinosaur. 4 more conspiracy claims, up to 11. Another page, 3 more conspiracy references, still no sign of Klaus Schwab or the book The Great Reset. Another page, Mark Hay talks to the WEF, and yet there is still no mention of the book, Klaus Schwab, or co-author Terry Malaret, who is also a WEF bigwig. Now WEF critics are labeled conspiracy theorists who literally believe in alien lizard people. Final page, still on a tangent. And 1 more conspiracy reference, so we end at 17. The whole article uses the straw man fallacy, falsely claiming that the issue is eating insects, when Mark Hay knows quite well that the opposition to the Great Reset and the WEF focuses on many important issues that need to be openly discussed. So the gold medal goes to Mark Hay, who wrote the whole article without a single mention of Klaus Schwab or his book. The devil's finest trick is to persuade you that he does not exist. If you know of a dumber fact check, let me know in the comments. I'll click the box for the next video in the series.